And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday, November 2nd, and another warm day out. In fact, the warmest day of the week, but cooling trend will begin next week. On our show today, Juanita Skillman is here. Juanita is going to talk about an upcoming meeting with United. She is, of course, the United Board President. And the Video Club is going to be having a YouTube class. That will be next week, and Chuck Hale is coming by to tell you all about that. And then we're going to bring you a segment from Sterling Financial Advisors and ActiCare. One meeting today, and that meeting is Third's Parking and Golf Cart Task Force, and that will be in the Sycamore Room, and that will be at 9 o'clock. Now let's get to the weather, and as I said, today is going to be the warmest day of the week, and as you've probably seen that in this area, though inland, they've gotten over 90 degrees. In this area, it's been really nice. We haven't gotten really hot, so not bad at all. Here we look at California weather this weekend. Beautiful everywhere you go. And here we go for our local weather. So about 85 today, I think, at most. But really, as I said, this time of the year, you don't feel it that much if we don't have those Santa Ana winds because, by 4:30, 5 o'clock, it's starting to go down right away. And as you see going forward, look at Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be back into the mid-70s, and those wonderful morning clouds will be back. Now, do remember that Saturday night, when you go to bed, put your clocks back, although all your devices and things like that automatically do that. We'll set your clock back. So, if you've got a few things you still have to do manually, make sure to do that. Now, you get that extra hour sleep, which is nice. So if you don't set your clocks up, you'll be like getting up really early and going, wow, I could have slept for another hour. Here we go around the state this weekend. Just beautiful everywhere you go. Just very mild weather. Up there on the north coast, they may get a little drizzle on Sunday. That's probably about a 30–40% chance. But everywhere else, just absolutely beautiful and not really hot. Even out in Palm Springs, 92, but even out there, it cools. It's beginning to cool off very quickly. So just nice. And as we get to next week or next Sunday, 5 o'clock, the sun will be going down. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sean Thomas. Welcome to Sports Talk. Come join me here every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. for sports highlights, tournament news, and interviews for Laguna Woods residents and around the world. Hey, maybe even Broadway. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Put it on your calendar. Thursday mornings, a great way to start your day with me and the Sports Talk way. Or even a triple's okay. I'll see you then.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
Kiana Lee. Today, we're talking with Dr. Christine Chung. Today's topic is gum disease. Doctor, what do we need to know about gum disease? Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gum disease is an infection of the tissue that support and surround your teeth. It's a major cause of tooth loss in adults, but it's an easy fix.
Thank you, doctor. So don't wait, people. Come on in and get your 7-day dental smile.
If you have Medicare, you got to get Alignment Health Plan's Black Card. It's a member-only benefit, unlike anything I've ever seen, giving you access to one-on-one health support any time of day or night. Need to schedule an appointment or need it right there? They'll take care of it. Now you can talk to a doctor 24 hours a day. Call them and get a card of your own, and all the benefits you deserve, too.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
And with you right now from United is Juanita Skillman, who is their board president. Welcome. Nice to have you here today.
Thank you very much.
And you wanted to talk about strategic planning, right?
Yes. Basically, this is the beginning, November instead of January, of our new year on the boards. We just had our elections and our annual meeting and have new people in place. So every year we do a full day training. It's going to be this coming Monday with our whole board. And it's basically set into two different parts. In the morning, we go over the duties of and responsibilities of a board member. We give each of them a director's binder with all of the pertinent information that they're going to need for the current year. And that way, when things come up, they just need to look in their binder and they've got it right in there. And we've got our governing documents, our bylaws, we have a copy of the trust, all the things that they might need to refer to. And some of those include things from VMS. We go with business plan, and Betty Parker comes in and talks about budget and finance and how we do it and what the schedule is going to be for this year. Pamela Bashline comes in and talks about real estate and property services things. As a director, we have to sign what we call packages, and there's 4 different ones, and they each require 3 signatures from a director for it to go through. We have our resale packages, and we have our people putting things into a trust is the second kind. Third kind is we have to sign off on caregivers. And then we have those that want to sublease. And there's rules and regulations for each one, and they're all backed up by resolutions and that kind of thing. So Pamela comes in and just gives us an overview so that the new members can participate and know what they're looking for when they sign a package. And Eileen Powlin comes in and talks to us about new member orientation and the script we have for directors and how it works and everything, because each director does one orientation during the year. And then after lunch, oh no, I'd forgotten, Jeff Beaumont, our attorney, talks about the oath of office that everybody took at our meeting and our fiduciary duties to United. And then we go over and ask them all to sign a code of conduct, and that basically sets out what we expect of them.
So is this an open meeting?
No. No, it's not really a meeting, it's a workshop.
All right.
And that way we don't have to follow a bunch of the rules. There's a lot more interaction and people coming in to educate us. And even those of us that have been on the board for a while, it's really important to re-emphasize different things. And any changes that we made in our operating rules for last year are gone over, because they think, oh, I've been on there 2 or 3 years, I know it all. Not really. And then we get in the afternoon is all strategic planning. And we start with a SWOT analysis, that's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And we look at last year's strategic plan and how it worked out or didn't work out, and we usually have 4, sometimes 5 goals, and then all of the objectives under those goals to make those goals realistic. So we'll decide if we want the same goals, how successful they were last year, what we need to do to make them successful this year. And then we go into a lot of the strategic planning. And our CEO, Siobhan Foster, and Jeff Beaumont, our attorney, help lead that. And that way we're kind of set up for the coming year. And everybody knows what's what. We do calendars We have go over our committee assignments and try to get all of that in one place, so when it's their turn, they know. In fact, we'll even try to work out the calendar of who's going to be on this day, on which days. So usually it's myself after the board meeting, and then we have our committee chairs whenever the Friday is after our standing committees. And then often we have one extra Friday, and we bring in all different kinds of things like the energy subcommittee or task force and disaster preparedness and some of the non-standing committees that we serve on. Every board member serves on 2 United committees and 1 GRF committee, and sometimes more when there's more committees than there are members to go around. And it's just a day that kind of gets us all together. We do a little team building as we go forth, particularly with our newest members. And there's a lot of misconceptions when people run for the board as to what it is and how they participate and what they need to do. And we try to make that all clear so it's not a surprise in a couple months. And they say, oh, I didn't know I had to do that. I didn't know about that. So we try to make it all clear and get everybody on the same page or in the same book.
Okay, very
and that's
good.
about it. So
that will be coming up on Monday.
That's coming up on Monday.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, again, this is not an open meeting. No. This is a workshop.
This is a workshop, and it's board members only. We don't even have our member advisors in there.
Okay.
The only exception is we invite our 3 representatives on VMS.
Okay.
Each mutual and GRF have 3 members on the VMS board. And we consider them an extension of our board. And they come and tell us what's going on in VMS. They come to all our meetings, even our closed meetings, so that they can see what's going on in United. And they're our liaison back and forth. So we've had a really good relationship that way.
All right, very good.
So,
well, I appreciate you coming on, giving us the update. And then we'll get a new list as well about who will be coming on.
Who will be coming on. At our November meeting on the 13th, we will finalize committees.
Okay.
We pretty well, the executive committee has made assignments, but particularly on Monday at the workshop, there may be some changes.
Okay.
And once we get that set out, we will give you your schedule.
All right, very good. Nice to see you, Juanita, as always.
You bet.
You take care, and we'll be right back.
El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Through my window, I see the first sunlight, and I feel the warm ocean breeze. I see the waves that lulled me all night. That's what my window brings me.
Look at this.
That view is $1 million.
It's amazing we can look at these kinds of places within our budget.
You don't have a bad view from here anywhere you look.
It's all about the view. Sunday night is beach night. Sunday night at 8, only on HGTV.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
This is how we burger, brew, and cube. Pick a town. Arrive hungry, real hungry. Start with a massive burger. Charred, juicy, add bacon, a buttery bun, pile high. Serve it up, wash it down. Creamy, hoppy, fruity, malty. We're not done yet. Q-time, deep fried, sauce soaked, pork ribs, meaty, tender. I'm full. Where to next?
All new Burgers Brew and Q, Tuesday at 9. Cooking Channel. Stay fired up.
Well, with me right now from the Video Club is Chuck Hale, and he is going to talk about an upcoming class that he does, actually a few classes, about YouTube. Chuck, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
So tell me about these classes that you do, and it's starting up on Monday, November 5th, right?
Yeah, that is correct, from 10 to 12 in the Video Lab. The Video Lab is located at Clubhouse 2, right near the swimming pool, if anybody's looking to find the place. And yes, I teach classes once a year on YouTube, it's more of a lecture type class, not necessarily hands-on, but it is a stop and ask question type class.
Okay.
It has live demonstrations, and let's start at the beginning. Why do people use YouTube? It is the third largest inquiry system on the internet.
You're right.
Okay, it's huge, okay? And so one of the tutorials I actually talk about is the uses of YouTube. And some of the people here in Laguna Woods use it for their own purposes. We have a painter here in Laguna Woods, it's just magnificent paintings. And the Video Club went in and took pictures of his paintings and his description of them, and he put it on YouTube, uploaded the video. That's what I teach, how to upload to the video YouTube, and then he sent the link out to various art galleries throughout the United States. Okay,
there's one way to do it.
That is one way to do it. A lot of people have special occasions, birthdays, 90th birthday, travel trips and stuff, and they want to share it with their friends. So what they need to do is know how to upload it, and then send the link out to their friends, okay? Now, before you can do all that, you need to know how to open up an account, and that's the very first thing I teach. Simply how to open up an account, okay? And then I got to tell you, this is humorous. I don't know how to play a guitar, okay? But I own a guitar. Right? So I went into YouTube, and there are just hundreds of YouTube videos on how to play a guitar. But by research, I found one that is just perfect for me. There are 15 different tutorials, and they do just one step at a time, make it really simple. So there's a use that I use for YouTube. People here in the village that like to travel, okay? They can simply type in the name of a city, and what is there to do in this city? And they learn a lot about what there is in an individual city.
Well, even for me, although I'm not wearing one today, I learned how to tie a bow tie. I mean, most of my bow ties I wear on the air are pre-tied, but I have a few that my daughter gave me that I call real bow ties, and that's how I learned how to tie a bow tie. And you know, nowadays, really, like my daughter, who's just about 12, is almost exclusively watch YouTube. And let's face it, that generation, by the time they get in their 20s and 30s, I don't even think cable TV will barely exist because they're not watching it. My older daughter, who's 25, she's not watching regular TV anymore. It's YouTube or Amazon or Netflix. So really, this is, oh, look, there they are, they found one how to tie a bow tie. You know, it has grown to a point where I learned how there was a part that I had to put on in my dishwasher. Something broke, and the company GE sent me out the part for free, but how to put it in? Well, I went on YouTube, and there was exactly this guy showing the exact model. Here's how you put this in, and we just followed along, and you know, there it is.
I use almost the same type of example of how you found that part.
Yeah.
You could go in and just type in how to repair a carburetor on a 1947 Chevy.
Right.
you'll find data.
Yeah,
on
it's incredible.
It is incredible. It's interesting that YouTube was invented by 3 guys in a garage, okay?
Yeah.
And a couple years later was bought out by Google for $1.6 billion.
Yeah. In fact, I can remember, I am from San Mateo where YouTube started, and there was a little office that YouTube had in downtown San Mateo, and it was on the 2nd floor above a restaurant. And this is when, actually it was years ago that you found out, oh, that's where they started. And it was just like you said, a few guys, they had a tiny little office, and that's where it started. And it was really about a way to how to put your own videos, because there wasn't a way.
It's amazing about technology.
Yeah,
just
and then
can't
you're
stay
right,
up with it.
Google bought it, and it's amazing.
One of the things that I brought along is the Oscar, okay? I have 3 of them. The Video Club of Laguna Woods has an awards banquet once a year, and they have all the members put in a 4-minute video. Okay. Now, if it's 4 minutes 1 second, it gets thrown out. It's got to be 4 minutes or less.
Okay.
It's got to include video, voice, background music, and titles. Okay. And so there's a banquet every year, and there's 10 entries, and the audience votes on them, and they award Oscars. I happen to have 3 of them. This one here I brought down is based on a most unique YouTube video. It is on YouTube now. It was designed for the Video Club, called 4 Days in October. So if anybody in the audience wants to go in and to YouTube and just type in 4 Days in October, it is an extremely unique courtship. I proposed by mail. She accepted by mail. We had a 13-month engagement period entirely by mail, and she arrived in the United States 8 days before we got married. That lasted 51.5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, and that's what this is about.
Well, that's just one of the many YouTubes on there. Yeah, there it is, 4 days in, oh, that's not mine.
It's got to be the number 4, maybe.
No, it's 4 days in October.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I guess there's a few people have 4 days in October.
Yeah. And it's interesting. Yeah, you'd have to go, yeah, just 4 days in October.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot. A lot of them have to do with baseball.
Oh yeah, the Red Sox won that year. Anyway, it's on there someplace, and it's just a unique thing. But it's fun to be a member of the Video Edit Club. Now, speaking of YouTube, if you went into YouTube, the Laguna Woods Video Club has their own site. Okay, and to find it, you need to remember 6 letters: VCOFLW. That stands for Video Club of Laguna Woods.
Okay.
So if you just typed in VCOFLW, you'd get about 200 YouTube videos that were done by the club. But if you add a space and a word afterwards and put in awards, you would get all the entries for the last, since 2011, of all the entries that went towards winning these contests. Okay. Or they have, you can type in the same VC tutorials, just VC, go back that up, VCOFLW, space, type in YouTube. There we go. Now, if you notice, those are exactly
okay, very good.
My tutorials that are going to be presented in the class.
Okay.
Okay, so they can actually see it online. By the way, in the class, we do hand out, I don't know whether this can be seen.
Yeah, the DVDs, so for people who want that, so.
Right. I will be handing out a DVD like that at the end of the class that covers everything that I talk about in class. So people can take what they heard in class and go home and actually play it on their computers and practice.
Okay.
Okay. What else do we want to talk about?
Well, what I want to ask is, you have a lot of different things here. Is this done all in one class, or are there several classes that begin on November 5th? I'm confused
No, this
about that.
is a single class.
Okay.
Actually, my entire class is based on a video 38 minutes long, but it takes me 2 hours to present it.
Okay, all right. That's what I was wondering, because you had several steps here.
Yeah.
But this is all taught on that one day.
All taught on that one day.
And that's going to be November 5th. Now, you do this a couple times a year, am I right?
Just actually once a year.
Oh, once, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were...
I do other classes.
Oh, you do other ones. Okay.
Yeah, like organization of your files and your photographs.
Okay,
And
all right. Yeah.
And
so that's good. But as you said, you need to create a Google account because Google owns YouTube, and you get started with that.
That's correct.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's how things have changed, and really how generationally things have changed, and really.
The number one thing that most of my students are interested in are basically three things, okay? Simply, they have a video and they want to share it with their friends.
Right.
Okay, that's the primary purpose.
Yeah.
So the first thing, you got to open up an account. I teach them how to upload it, and then I send how to copy the link, what's called a URL, put it into their email so they can send it out to all their friends.
You know, that's what's really amazing about this is you can share your video to, if you have a relative somewhere in Europe, and it's just, it takes seconds, and just say, here's my link, and it's really amazing.
We had a beautiful memorial service for my wife here in Clubhouse 3, and it was videotaped. And she had a lot of relatives because she was born in Germany. And so by simply recording it, putting it on YouTube, we were able to send it to friends around the country and back to Europe.
Very good.
So
I know what I want to ask.
Yes.
Do people need to pre-register? This is this Monday. It's $5 for members, $20 for non-members. Do they need to pre-register or just show up?
Just show up. Just show up. You know, bring a notepad, in my opinion, make notes, and because this is a live demo, okay, where I will stop a video, a tutorial, so people can ask questions, and if they need to, we can go back over it, one step at a time, make it excessively simple.
Okay.
So, what else would you like to know?
Well, here's a good question. At least for the class, do people need to bring their phones, or they need to have something there?
No.
Or whatever, you're just
my recommendation is bring a notepad.
Okay.
Or you can bring your iPhone and record some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But my thing is just write down notes, because they're going to get this DVD to take home with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything I say in class, they can go home and put on their computer and actually play this.
Or they can go to your site.
Or they can go to the site if they don't get the DVD.
All right. Very good. So again, this is this coming Monday, November 5th, 10 in the morning at the Video Lab, which is right next door to Clubhouse 2.
Right by the swimming pool.
Yeah. Be a lot of fun.
Oh, we have a lot of fun in there.
All right, Chuck. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
You take care, and we'll be right back.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
Hi folks, this is Dan O'Weiler with Sterling Financial Advisors. You've seen me from time to time coming in to be on Channel 6 with Ken Goldenberg, and he has interviewed me with various retirement topics over the years, and we've decided to maybe take a little bit different approach in educating you on some things that we think are important in setting up a secure retirement. You might have known that we put on retirement seminars with our company, Sterling Financial Advisors, and we do that from time to time, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. We have people come to our seminars, and we actually have them write down questions in regards to some things that they would like to hear in the seminar and what is of interest to them. Interestingly enough, all of the questions probably fall within 4 or 5 categories. Retirement income, when I should take Social Security, how much money do I need? All those types of things are questions that are commonly asked in the seminars that we take. Well, so we thought we would put together some of these subjects and have me just maybe educate you a little bit, kind of talk to you about what we think is important in those different categories. And so today we're going to be talking about required minimum distributions from retirement plans. There seems to be a lot of confusion as to how you go about taking that. Do you have to in fact take those distributions? So I think we'll talk about required minimum distributions and the guidelines and the laws regarding that. So we'll go ahead and get started. I use a whiteboard and we'll just kind of talk to you a little bit about the basics of required minimum distributions and how they work. So I'm going to move over here to the board, and so if you can follow me, that will be great. The first thing to know is that at some point the government has told us we have to start taking money out at age 70 and a half. So at age 70 and a half, it's called required minimum distributions. And that means the government says to you, if you have an IRA or a 401k, 403b, 457 plan, any type of retirement plan where we're obligated to take those requirements out, we have to start that at age 70 and a half. Now, somebody has asked, well, when by 70 and a half? Well, it's April 1st of the year following when you turn 70 and a half. So let's assume that here we are on, let's say June 1st, we turn age 70 and a half, okay? That means we have till the following April 1st, before we have to take our first required minimum distributions, okay? So if we have a $300,000 IRA, I'm just taking that as an example. I know some of you have more, some of you might have less, but if you have $300,000 in your IRA account or 401k and you turn age 70 and a half in June, okay, you have till the following April 1st until you have to take your first required minimum distributions. Now, if you wait till April 1st of the following year, then by December 31st, you have to take out another distributions for age 71. So you would have 2 distributions in that first year if you wait till April 1st. So tax-wise, tax planning, you may want to consider whether or not it makes sense to wait till April 1st that first year, because you'll have a double distribution that year. But let's assume you have $300,000 in your IRA. You turn age 70 and a half. Okay, how do you go about figuring out what your required distribution is? Well, there's a publication called Publication 590 of the IRS Code. It's a publication that the IRS publishes that talks about distributions from IRA accounts or 401ks or retirement accounts. And they list a schedule there of life expectancies. For age 70 and a half, it is 27.4. So that means next year, when you're age 71, it would be 26.5, and then 25.7, or whatever that factor is. You have to take this factor and divide it into $300,000. So you would take 27.4 divided into $300,000, and that turns out to be $10,950. So that's what your required distribution is for that first year. You would have to take it out by April 1st of the following year. Now, what happens if you don't take it out? Well, there's a problem there. Okay, if you don't take out $10,950, whatever you don't take out is subjected to a 50% penalty, and that's a high penalty. So if we only take out $5,950, we are $5,000 short. That means that you would end up paying 50% penalty on that, which equates to $2,500, okay? And so you would end up having to pay a penalty of $2,500 that very first year if you failed to take out all $10,950 and you were, in this example, short $5,000. So you don't want to forget taking out your required minimum distribution. You always want to make sure that you will do that every year no matter what, because you'll have to pay that penalty, plus you still have to go back and take out that $5,000 that you didn't take, which creates more taxes on your tax form. So you always want to remember, folks, to take out your required minimum distributions. There's really no way to avoid required minimum distributions from our retirement accounts because the government has allowed us to defer these taxes over a period of time. Many times people will say, well, can't I just pass this on to my kids and avoid that? Well, that would be nice, but the government requires us to take out this because they want the taxes, and they said age 70 and a half is when we have to start taking this out, okay? And so we're going to talk about maybe some options that we have and that can have what we call an exit strategy from these tax-infested accounts, so to speak, how we go about maybe minimizing the amount of taxes we or our heirs have to pay. And so we want to be able to have some kind of exit strategy rather than just sticking our head in the ground thinking that this problem is going to go away, because it never goes away. So we're going to, in the next segment, we'll talk a little bit about maybe some strategies that we use with some of our clients in being able to reduce or eliminate the taxes on these types of tax-infested accounts. So this is Dan O. Weiler, the retirement professor, wishing you a great day, and we hope you have an enjoyable retirement. Thanks.
We all know there's no place like home. You want to stay in your own home, but day-to-day tasks are getting more difficult to manage. Acticare is the solution. We are the trusted care partner in your community with 5-star reviews. You've taken care of others all your life. Now is the time to let us help you. In-home care is a safe and effective way to help you remain living independently in the comfort of your own home.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
Welcome back. I have Lori Renaud here, who's with Acticare, and just before we came on camera, we were talking a little bit about what it's like to actually have somebody come into your home. And sometimes it's difficult because the parent doesn't necessarily want the help. So let's talk a little bit about what you do and how you can kind of overcome that.
Okay. So Acticare is a home care agency, and I do own the South Orange County territory, and I'm hands-on. I'm doing the directing and run all aspects of the business.
Right.
So what we do is we hire caregivers to go into the home and take care of older adults, people as they're aging.
Okay.
And yes, the number one challenge is people don't want to accept help. So the families are worried about mom or dad living alone, but the old adult's like, I'm independent, I don't want anyone to help me. So what I recommend is we start with a few number of hours, just have someone come in, maybe cook a fresh, healthy meal, go out for a walk, maybe run some errands. Okay. Start with a few hours once a week and then build that relationship, and as the routine is established and people get more comfortable, then extend the hours if it's needed.
And that works pretty well? Good, because I remember trying to do this for my dad. He's like, oh no, I'm fine. And then but that's good. I don't think we tried that, where you just want to force it all on them at once. Oh no, you need this.
No, it doesn't work. And you have to make that perfect match. Find somebody that they really like and trust. And that's where I come in and I try to do that.
Okay, all right.
And then send the same person every time. You don't want a different caregiver going each week. That doesn't work. So.
Is that hard to do? I mean, is that tough for you to set that up?
No, it can be, but if we can align schedules and stick to that schedule that we design that is the best for the client, then we can find the best caregiver.
Okay, okay, good. And I know you said that there are more and more people who are reaching out to you.
Yes.
Obviously, you have some people in here in the village that are working out pretty well, right?
Yes, so I have very satisfied customers, clients, and then they're telling their neighbors and friends, so my phone's ringing a little bit more, which is always a good thing.
Exactly. Okay, good. Well, what are some things that you have coming up?
Okay, so, well, first I wanted to talk about September itself because it is National Healthy Aging Month.
Oh, good.
Okay, and as we discussed, when I go into the home, people are a little bit reluctant to accept help, but they're also finding aging is difficult. So I want to come in and improve the quality of life. That looks different for different people. But if we can just, I had a flyer, I don't know if you have it.
Yeah, we do. It's a Need a Caregiver September Healthy Aging Month.
Right.
So.
Okay, so I came up with 8 tips that can help people live a better, there it is, have a better quality of life. And by hiring a caregiver and bringing a caregiver in, we can help put these tips into action and maybe just have people age more happily, because I go into the home and people are like, I'm done, I'm tired, I've outlived my friends, my family, and my money. And it's really sad, it breaks my heart. So I'm like, what can we do to make this person's life better? And so we put a plan of care together, incorporating these tips, and it just makes me happier because we do make a difference in people's lives.
So being active, which
I'd say
doesn't seem
that's
to be an
number 1.
issue here, but that could be dependent upon age.
You'd be surprised.
Okay.
There are people that don't leave their homes. You know, and if we're sedentary, we lose our strength, and then all of a sudden we might not be able to get out of our chair or the bed, and then we lose our independence. Then we really, really need help, and like just a little bit of assistance.
Okay.
Right.
So even just taking a walk would be a good thing, right?
Absolutely, taking a walk.
Right. All right. And eating healthy, like you mentioned.
Right. So you want to have great nutrients to make your body function at its best. All the preservatives and additives and fast food. Once in a while, fine, but not on a regular basis, and that's what I'm finding is people are just eating frozen meals or just not taking care of themselves. So if we can incorporate a healthy meal, that would be good.
All right, and stay social.
Stay social does wonders for the brain and even boost your immune system. And the more conversations you're engaged in, you just want to keep doing more, right?
Right.
So that's brighten spirits, you just feel better if you're engaged. Some things like looking into new clubs or a new hobby. If we can get someone on a walk, maybe they find that they love taking pictures, so then we can incorporate some photography. But once again, with the help of a caregiver, we get the people out more. Sometimes they don't want to do it on their own, or they're scared.
Right. All right. And then stimulate your brain. We've heard
Right.
all about that.
Right.
And even
So-
if you don't leave your house, you can still do some things.
Right. So turn off the TV and maybe do a puzzle or like a word search, Sudoku, things like that, because that will help with your memory and your cognition.
Okay.
Keep you young longer.
Okay. And sleeping well.
Okay.
I think we all need sleep.
This is any age, right? We have to, our body heals when we're sleeping and recovers. So we need to do that. And we can teach little tricks because some people will tend to sleep all day and then they're awake at night. So a little cat nap's okay, like maybe 10, 15 minutes. But if you're sleeping an hour or 2 hours, then of course you're going to have difficulty sleeping.
Well, especially if it's late in the afternoon too, right? Maybe
right, or
during the
caffeine
day.
late in the day. TV, you want to turn the TV off. So little tricks like that we can teach to help people sleep better.
Okay. All right. And then managing stress, of course, is always a good one.
So just chronic stress wreaks havoc on the body. People will age faster, the more stressed they are, put yourself more at risk for diseases. So if we can help manage that, and even just some deep breathing really helps. Meditation,
yeah.
And actually exercise will help release stress too. So when you exercise, you release endorphins, and those are the happy hormones. So that's
even the chair exercise.
Absolutely.
And we watch that in the mornings here, and they always look like they're really having a good time, and even just raising your arms or doing something that's
absolutely
active.
Yep. And these, I coach chair volleyball.
Oh,
so
that's right.
Right. That's still going on, and people just love it and laugh, and laughter is so healthy too.
Yeah. So that will release stress in of itself, is laughing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're right. There you go.
Excellent. And then you have practice, prevention, and then being optimistic.
Right. So prevention, we can health screenings, immunizations, but simple as washing your hands too, and a clean environment. So here's another time a caregiver can come in and help change the sheets on your bed, help you shower, things like that, and then be optimistic. Of course, the happier we are, we're going to have a stronger will to live, to go on, and just live a longer life. So those are my tips, but you know, little bit at a time. I don't want people to change everything all at once, but if we can just focus on one or two at a time. But I'm so convinced that a caregiver can help with these things. I am offering the free first day free.
Oh,
so you can try us
that's great.
up to 8 hours, no obligation. Another way people might be willing to say, okay, let me give it a try, because it won't cost them anything.
Oh, that's great. Now, is that only for the month of September? Or is that at any time? Because I know that you were coordinating this with Healthy Aging
I am
Month.
going to offer this, let's just do it through the end of the year.
Through the end of the year?
Let's do it through the end of the year.
That is something that's
Right.
awesome.
I really want to improve people's lives, and this is one way we can do it, having someone help them.
Okay, well, that is awesome. Definitely, definitely. Okay, so let's talk about your upcoming expo, which is this weekend.
Okay, so Saturday, Clubhouse 7. There's the, what's it called, the Health and Business Expo from 10 to 2:30. And I will be one of the presenters. I go on at 10:45. And I'm going to be talking more in depth about home care and hiring a caregiver.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And
but there's other great speakers too.
yeah, it looks like you have a good lineup.
Right, it's a free event, other than it's a few dollars if you want to have lunch.
Oh, okay, good. And that's going to be at Clubhouse 7, and that's Saturday, September 22nd from 10 to 2:30. Yes. That's awesome. Gosh, I thought it feels like we just had an expo not too long ago, so they must have, you know, a couple, and they've got door prizes and some fun stuff.
Right.
So that's
and
perfect.
Leslie was on the air promoting the event as well, so that's probably why it's fresh in your mind. But it's this Saturday.
This Saturday, so it's coming up quick. All right, excellent. So perfect. Well, thank you so much. And I just really think that it's important, like you said, to try. I mean, that's pretty unheard of, is actually to try it before you actually do something. So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you,
All right,
Lisa.
nice to have you on.
Thank you.
And don't forget, if you would like to try ActiCare, the first visit is free up to 8 hours. So make sure you give them a call. We'll be right back after this.
Now lately things been kind of crazy, 'cause I don't see you in my world.
At family-owned Capistrano Toyota, I've been teaching my staff for years that we always say yes to our customers.
Can you help me get financed?
Yes, we can help.
Will you walk my dog?
Yes.
Will you change our baby's diapers?
Yes, of course.
But they may be taking this yes thing a little bit too far. Come and see for yourself that at Capistrano Toyota, we always say yes to our customers.
Imagine a life. Now imagine this life belongs to someone you care about. Someone you love. Your spouse, your parent, your child, best friend, sister, coworker, or neighbor. Of course, you'd want the best life imaginable for them. A life with caring, meaningful relationships. The chance to succeed in school, fulfilling, challenging work, and a rewarding career. In short, you'd want them to have a long and happy life. Now imagine there was something keeping them from these things. Something that prevented it from happening. Something invisible, powerful, and often overwhelming. The good news is people can and do get better. With treatment and support, up to 90% of people with mental health challenges report a better quality of life. The bad news is most people who need help don't seek help. Why? Stigma. Stigma is the brick wall. Stigma is the fear of being quickly labeled and having people judge and form opinions about you before they actually know you. Stigma can keep a person from seeking help and living the life they deserve. So what's the solution? Honesty. Because honesty is stigma's weak spot. When we speak honestly and openly about mental health, stigma loses its power.
Honesty breaks down barriers and removes obstacles, so people may seek help sooner. Families and friends will understand how to help and support. Schools become more accepting and understanding. Businesses place a person's value where value should be placed. And people understand and reach out to others. Because a simple thing like honesty creates a culture where one thing doesn't define someone. It's just one small part of what makes a person, well, a person. Each Mind Matters is California's mental health movement dedicated to creating and fostering open and honest conversations about mental health that break down the barriers of stigma. By increasing awareness of mental health, change happens all around us. Families and friends learn how to help the ones they love. Systems and services adapt so assistance is readily available if needed. Communities recognize the importance of mental health. In fact, 80% of people believe that recovery from mental illness is possible, and more people are willing to socialize, work with, and live in neighborhoods with people with mental health issues than just a year ago. But your support and investment is vital to keep the movement moving, to reduce mental health stigma and enable people we love to live the lives they deserve.
And our movie coming up today is Lean on Pete. This is a really different story. It's billed as an adventure and a drama, and it's about a young man, a teen living with his father, his single father. He finds work caring for an aging racehorse named Lean on Pete. When he learns the horse is bound for slaughter, the two embark on an odyssey across the new American frontier in search of a place to call home. Really a heartwarming movie, won a lot of awards, as you can see there, and I think you will really enjoy it. Good cast. Charlie Plummer, he's the young man there, and also let's see, Amy Shymus is in this, and Travis Fimmel. It's a really well acted movie, and something I think you'll really enjoy, something different. And from what I've seen of it, I really like. Now, another movie coming up on Monday is also a very different movie. A little bit of drama, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of music, called Hearts Beat Loud. Nick Offerman is in this, and he always plays sort of offbeat roles. He's the guy who was in Parks and Recreation. That's where people really got to know him, and he was recently, I think, in one of the, forget what network it was on, but there was like a craftsman contest, you know, like becoming the best craftsman, where they have competitions, and he and Amy Poehler were the host of that, which was really a great show. Blythe Danner is in this, and Kiersey Clemens, and it's all about a single dad, and he owns a record store that is just not doing very well, and his daughter Sam is on her way off to college, and while being forced to close his vintage shop, he's hoping to stay connected with his daughter through music. And they create a song and they upload it, and sure enough, it becomes a hit. So the premise is he wants his daughter, believe it or not, to put off college, and so they can become a musical act. So that's what this is all about, kind of the dynamic between them, and it's a journey of love, growing up, and musical discovery. Toni Collette is in this as well, and just a really good cast. I think you'll enjoy it. It's rated PG-13, and not a real long movie. It's about 90 minutes, 100 minutes or so. And as I said, a comedy, a drama, and music all rolled into one. I think you will really enjoy that. Looks very different. Now, coming up at Clubhouse 4 tomorrow and Sunday is the annual Arts and Crafts Bonanza. And this is a chance for all the great artists and craftspeople who live here in the village. They set up their tables, and you can go there and you can buy a lot of the stuff. Good time to maybe do some early holiday shopping. It's a lot of fun, and there'll be all kinds of crafts and gifts and jewelry and porcelain work and paintings and all kinds of things. Knitting, Food will be available for purchase while supplies last, complimentary beer and wine. So there you go. It's 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, so I don't know if you want beer and wine that early. Maybe you do. And then on Sunday, it's 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. You can park there, but it's a little tough over at Clubhouse 4. So there'll be off-site parking with a free shuttle that you can park over at the Laguna Woods Village Maintenance Center located at Via Campo Verde. So if you'd like to park there and take a shuttle over, it's probably a better option for you. A lot of fun, the annual Arts and Crafts Bonanza. Then coming up is in about a week or so, is Veterans Day. Now, we're celebrating Veterans Day on November 12th. That's we'll be closed on that day. But the real Veterans Day is on the 11th, they will be celebrating it in the village on the 11th at Clubhouse 2 in the front patio at 10 o'clock. So if you'd like to join everybody there, there'll be some guest speakers, and also the 1st Marine Regiment of Camp Pendleton will be there as well. So that will be Veterans Day. Now let's get to the weather. Today's supposed to be the warmest day, and we're looking at maybe about mid-80s or so, and then it'll start to go down a little bit. But when we get to next week, Monday and Tuesday, our morning fog will be back. I'm hoping, I think on Sunday we'll get a little bit of that fog back as the temperatures start to go down, and nice weather coming up. I'm looking forward to a little bit cooler weather, although this time of the year when we hit those mid-80s, it doesn't sustain too long. Please remember to fall back when you go to bed on Saturday night. And around the state, just beautiful weather, quite literally everywhere. Very nice. Maybe a tiny bit of drizzle on Sunday up there on the north coast, but it shouldn't be much at all. If for some reason you're headed up there to Eureka, it'll be nice weather. A little bit of rain might be nice. All right, we'll see you on Monday. Take care.